The stars are creating power moves this week. And to be honest, the energy is building in radical ways. So it's time to shock everyone, including yourself. What bold move have you been hesitating to make? Because this week's cosmic energy is practically daring you to make it happen. Welcome to your star forecast for the week of Monday, the 3rd of March. I'm your host and astrologer, Kristy Gray. I'm excited to guide you through a week where the cosmos is inviting all of us to step into our power, but in the most unexpected of ways. Because this week we're experiencing Venus's first week in retrograde, plus Mercury is moving from dreamy Pisces into bold Aries. We've got several powerful aspects between planets that are bound to shake things up, but I think it will be in the best possible way. So let's dive into what all of this means for you. Let's start with one of the most significant transits this week. So Venus has just begun its retrograde journey through the constellation of Aries. And when Venus, which is the planet of love, beauty, our values, and also she governs over our resources, moves backwards, well, I should say gives off the illusion of moving backwards, it's asking us to reassess what truly matters to us. Now, because Venus is retrograding in the constellation of Aries, there's a particularly potent energy that surrounds this transit. It's because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, it's cardinal fire, and it represents new beginnings, courage, and self-identity. So during this first part of the retrograde cycle, we're being called to reconsider how we assert ourselves, especially in relationships, and also how we pursue what we desire. And because all of us have been going through monumental change in our lives, whether it's been big or small, is understanding or figuring out if our current values truly align with our most authentic selves. So at its highest vibration, Venus retrograde in Aries offers us the chance to break free from people-pleasing patterns and find the courage to go after what we truly want. There's a caveat here, not what others expect from us. This is all about reclaiming our desires and learning to value ourselves enough to pursue what we want unapologetically. But like everything in astrology, there's always duality. And the lower vibration of this transit might manifest as impulsiveness in relationships, aggression rather than assertion, financial decisions made in haste, or conflicts arising from a me-first attitude. So the key is to slow down, step back, pause, and breathe. So you need to be able to do that before taking any form of action, especially in matters of the heart or your wallet. So some questions to ask yourself if you've been feeling the effects of this transit is, what patterns in my relationships need re-examination? Where have I been compromising my authentic desires? And what values am I ready to reclaim or redefine? Next up, let's talk about Mercury, because two things are going to happen with Mercury this week. So as the week begins, Mercury in Pisces will conjunct Neptune, and this creates this beautiful ending to the story we've had over the last few weeks, where we've been speaking a lot about intuition, imagination, and spiritual insight. So as the week begins, if you don't feel like you're off to a fiery start, I want you to know that's okay. Obviously, we're all different because all of us have different soul's blueprints due to our natal charts. But it can be nice to take some time as the week unfolds for meditation, journaling, or anything creative that you've been working on, because your mind is definitely more receptive to any subtle messages, to let that imagination flow so you can connect with your higher self. But what's going to happen, and that's going to be quite short-lived, that energy, because Mercury is going to shift gears and move into the constellation of Aries. And this is going to bring a dramatic change to how we think and also how we communicate, because there's this transition of energy, because Pisces is very dreamy, it's boundary dissolving, but Aries is direct and assertive. So when Mercury does move into this constellation, our thoughts become more decisive, our speech is more confident, and our ideas are more action orientated. So when Mercury is in this constellation, it supports clear communication and bold intellectual initiatives. So it's a great time to pitch ideas if you need to, initiate important conversations, or make any decisions you've been postponing. That's what I love so much when we transition from the element of water, which is all about feeling and intuition, to fire, which is all about action and initiation, because it allows us to take everything we've dreamt about and actually put it into practice. Now, it is worth mentioning though that Mercury is technically already in its shadow period, because it will start retrograding mid-month. So this suggests that the initiatives that you start now may undergo revisions later. So while I'm always going to be the ultimate hype girl for you and tell you to harness this forward moving energy, I want you to do so with an awareness, right? Knowing what's coming in, because you may need to revisit some of these ideas in the coming weeks. But by midweek, what Mercury's going to do is it's going to sextile Pluto in Aquarius. So this is going to add some depth and intensity to anything that you've been thinking about. So this aspect really supports penetrating insights, but also powerful communication. So it will be a great time, or maybe I should say excellent time, to address transformative ideas and have any meaningful conversations that may lead to more positive change and support essentially where you're going. Now, I've given you a lot of information so far, but there is still one piece of the puzzle that I need to cover off. And I want to obviously give you some context to some of the cosmic connections that are occurring. And as you've heard me probably say before, the universe loves to shake things up and keep things fun and interesting. And the sun is in compassionate Pisces at the moment. It's going to be squaring off with expansive Jupiter in Gemini. This is going to happen at the front end of the week, but you're going to feel this energy cascade onwards. So this aspect creates a tension between our spirituality, very much that Sun and Pisces energy, and our quest for knowledge and connection, which is Jupiter and Gemini. Now, squares, you've probably heard me speak into them before, as I see them almost like speed bumps. They can feel challenging because something needs to change. There's a bit of friction there. But I want you to know that with this transit, it offers a productive tension, and it's actually helping us to grow. So Jupiter's influence is encouraging us to expand our horizons, learn new things, and connect with diverse perspectives. Whereas the Pisces sun is reminding us to integrate these experiences with our deeper spiritual values. So some questions to ask yourself is, where do I need to shine brighter in my life? How can I use Jupiter's expansive energy to grow while staying true to my most authentic self? Because by Saturday, the Sun in Pisces will form a harmonious trine with Mars in Cancer. And this aspect provides a beautiful flow of energy between our essence and our actions. Because Mars in nurturing Cancer is allowing our actions to be directed towards taking care of business, whatever that business means to you. So this weekend coming up marks a perfect time to go after what you want. Go after whatever it is on your heart with both determination and also sensitivity. So that could be tackling some practical tasks at home, like cleaning your house, meal prepping, or it could be taking a significant step towards a bigger dream. The one thing I want you to know is this: the cosmos will be supporting your efforts by the weekend. So let the energy build all week. So one last thing, in alignment with this week's overarching theme, which is make it happen, shock everyone. I really challenge you to do something unexpected that moves you closer to your desires this week. Because with Venus retrograding in bold Aries and Mercury also moving into this pioneering sign, the universe is supporting courageous self-expression. So what actions have you been hesitating to take for whatever reason? What desire have you been downplaying? Because this week, make one move that might surprise others and perhaps even yourself. Because remember, with Mercury about to retrograde, this is just the beginning of a process. The goal isn't perfection, but authentic initiation. Thank you for tuning in to the Cosmic Hotline for your weekly dose of cosmic wisdom. I hope you have a stellar week ahead. And until next time, keep exploring the stars within and without